Tell us, in your own words, what happened right before and after Corporal Tilman was killed. Walk us through this in as much detail as you can recall. What was Corporal Tilman doing at the time? Was he trying to signal that this might be friendly fire? Was he signaling with his arms? Was he yelling? What was he saying? Could you just tell us about it?
Yes, sir. When we moved into our final position, Pat and I and the Afghan militiamen had decided, or Pat decided, that we were going to continue to assault, and he wanted further guidance from the squad leader that was controlling our element. So he left myself and the AMF soldier, and when he returned, he basically let me know that we were going to continue moving in the route that we were. And before he was able to finish telling me what our plan was, we had started to receive fire from a GMV. At first it was short, sporadic. I didn't really understand what was happening. I looked and saw that it was friendly fire coming towards us. Pat asked me basically what was going on, and I let him know. And it didn't take long before those in the GMV who were stopped at the time to dismount and open up on us with the .50 caliber machine gun and the 240 Bravo machine gun, and basically shot at us in waves or bursts of rounds. At that time, I felt myself become limp, and I got down. I had no cover, and there was nothing blocking my sight, watching the people at the Humvee shooting at us. I know Pat was able to get himself behind some cover, but it was not much. I basically was yelling, waving from on the ground as much as I could, and I believe Pat was too at the time because he was behind me, and talking to him, yelling, screaming, trying to figure out what was going on, when he told me he had a plan, and he, at the time, I thought, popped a pen gun flare, to signal the troops down in the GMV that we were friendlies, but I later discovered he had popped a smoke grenade. And after he had done that, the firing ceased in the truck. So we had both believed at that time that the shooting was over and that they had recognized us as friendlies. And we both stood up, faced each other, was kind of wondering, hey, what just happened there? Wow, it was an accident, luckily, we're both still alive. It didn't take long after that, sir, before they moved into a better position, as I said, in the GMV, and started shooting at us again. And at that time, both of us had gotten down. I was watching them do that, and I could hear Pat calling, "Stop shooting, Pat effing Tilman, stop shooting," over and over and over again. And I could hear the pain that he had in his voice. So I had known that he was hurt at that time, and it abruptly stopped with him calling for help, and it wasn't too long after that before the truck had moved out. So I laid on my side for a while, wondering what had just happened, because I was young and I didn't really understand. When I discovered there was a large pool of blood forming up around me.
Did you have any doubt at that time that it was friendly fire that killed Pat Tilman?
No, sir, I'm 100% positive that was friendly fire.
And who was the first person you informed that the attack may have been a friendly fire shooting?
The very first person I informed was right after I got up and checked on Pat and discovered he was dead. The squad leader I called for came to my position, and I believe he knew. But when our medic came up to come assist us, he asked what happened, and I tried to let him know.
Who is he? Can you identify the name?
That would be Sergeant Anderson.
Sergeant Anderson.
And he basically asked me what happened. I tried to let him know, but our squad leader told me basically just don't say anything at that time. And later on that night, the first person I definitely told would be Specialist Pedro Areola. We were inside the little village where we were being, where we had set up position in, and pulling security on the personnel that lived in that village. And he asked me point blank, "Do you know what happened?" And I informed him, "Yes, this was friendly fire, sir."
Did you inform First Sergeant Thomas Fuller?
Yes, I did, sir. I informed him later that night that it was friendly fire.
And how about Command Sergeant Alfred Birch?
Yes, sir. He knew at the time, sir.
And how about, you said Sergeant Ward you did inform?
I do not believe I told Sergeant Ward. I was pretty incoherent at that time. I was going into shock, I believe.
How about Sergeant Jackson?
Sergeant Jackson, I definitely told that it was friendly fire, sir.
Okay. Now let me turn to...
Hey man, you know what Brave is? Brave is bringing you this truth like I do. DTV, we first talk about Pat Tilman. I'm a Jew, he a Jew, she a Jew, we some Jews. Wouldn't you like to be a Jew too? Only if you're in the bloodline. What it do, man? It's your boy, O to the D. Brave is doing what I do. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I put my life on the line to bring you the truth. But just to expose to you how it goes down in Babylon, how it goes down here where you stay. You know, just how fast they shut the truth down because they know the truth is the truth and it's going to get out anyway. And this is the time of the century where knowledge is out there. It's a click deep, you know what I'm saying? It's like one click and you can get all this knowledge. Like I can let you know what's going on from where I'm at, everywhere that you at, you know, with the knowledge that I get. And as a Hebrew Israelite, I gotta bring this knowledge that my father brought to the forefront, you know. If I didn't, I wouldn't be right for it. So Pat Tilman, okay, everybody knows he went to the war after 9/11 because he thought he was gonna go and fight against. Thought he was gonna fight against Bin Laden and got out there and found out that it wasn't about fighting against Bin Laden and the war was just to guard the poppy seeds. And this is before they told the public that that's what they was out there doing. So he was gonna, you know, he got to write to his people telling them that the war was a fraud and he was gonna come back and expose it. So before he got to come back and expose it, they say he got killed by, first it was Afghanistan people, and then it was friendly fire, and then it was murder. So, you know what I'm saying, they killed him so he wouldn't come back and say nothing, but they had to eventually tell the truth about what they was doing because more than, I guess, him was ready to say something. Plus, other people already knew what he was going to say, and it was going to get out. The Lord ain't going to just let you do stuff and it not, you know what I'm saying, see the light of day. Everything in the dark will be brought to the light. Y'all better realize that. But before he could come back and let America know his experience, period, from his mouth, they killed him so he wouldn't make an uprising. So, with that being the case, you know, and everybody sweeps this case under the rug. Nobody cares because now we all know that we didn't go out there for Bin Laden. We know we went out there to guard the poppy seeds, but America don't even care. They show it on Fox News that they're out there guarding the poppy seeds. But what they tell America is they're doing it so that Bin Laden, so that Al Qaeda won't get the money. But in actuality, America created Al Qaeda, so it's like America created Al Qaeda, and they out there watching their stocks for America. They're bringing to America and get money, you know. So all of them got their hands in it, so of course they're gonna guard their stock. I mean, that's what all drug dealers do, right? If they dealing it, they gonna make sure it come out right? It's pretty scary, ain't it? But anyway, they murdered Pat Tilman. This is the actual footage of the man who was with him. And, you know, hey, that's where we stay. Alright, Ahaya loves everybody. In the name of Yeshaya, O-D-A-K, knowledge, I'm signing out, man. Dee-Talk.
Crazy Crew Entertainment, man. Crew or Die videos, and ain't nothing after that. You dig? You beezies?